Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Clayton. I'm alcoholic and a drug addict for sure. Today I went to court, like I mentioned on Facebook, and I don't know, I just got to the point where in my recovery I've learned that it's just best to own up to my bullshit. I'm still kind of torn about the outcome, even though, and I'm not complaining. I mean, it definitely could have been a whole lot worse. The only problem is I haven't been on probation in years, and it's probably just a mindset that I'm gonna have to get past. But at some point this week, I came to the conclusion that it's just I've been trying to manipulate my way out of the situation. I've been trying to find loopholes and things to avoid my punishment. When the truth is I broke the fucking law. I violated the law. I drank and I drove, and the whole scenario could have ended up a whole lot worse than what it did. And there's no excuse for it. So basically, when I went to court, I told my public defender that, you know, it's just time to own up to my bullshit. And the public defender, he got up and he told the judge that after he entered my guilty plea, and all that other stuff, and the prosecutor goes, well, he's already done an alcohol evaluation. I've already done a bunch of shit, and that I found sobriety because of my kids and my job and all that stuff. And I'm just looking at him like, that's not what I told you. And finally, it got to the point where the judge is like, okay, well, mister, do you have anything to say? And I said, well, yeah, I do. And earlier in the day, I was praying, I prayed to my higher power, and I said, I really, 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 really want to say something to the judge, but I don't know what I want to say, and I don't know what ground I want to take. And even up to the minute, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't really know, and I just said, okay, God, you go ahead and take over. And when I got up, it was like the words just came to my mouth, and I told the judge, I said, you know, I I don't know why he told you that, because it's not accurate. I didn't sober up because of my kids, and I didn't sober up because my job or any of that stuff, and you guys know that. And I told the judge exactly why I sobered up, and I told the judge that, yeah, I've been doing all this stuff, and I'm proactive in recovery, and I'm even starting a big book study meeting starting tomorrow at my home group, which is I'm very excited for. I'm really happy about it. And I mean, I've even got a key to the building, which, I mean, that's badass, I think. And I I was telling the judge all this stuff, and I said, there is no excuse for my actions, but I'm in a lot better place than what I was 4 months ago when I got the DUI. And I looked at him and I said, the truth of the matter is I broke the law, and it's time to own up to my bullshit. And that's what I've learned in recovery is, I can't run from it from forever. And I read it a little bit in the big book tonight, chapter on acceptance. And I mean, my disease has taken me to strange places, and I've done a lot of stupid things while acting out in my addiction. And it's just, you know, it's just time to own up to it. And after I got done talking to the judge, I sat back down and he said, well, shit, basically everything that I was going to sentence you to, you've already been doing. So I'm just going to order that you keep doing what you're doing, and I'm going to order that you keep going to your classes and keep doing everything that you're doing. And I was granted a withheld judgment, which is pretty awesome. It really is. And the blessing that came that is going to come from that, I mean, I can't really argue with God on any of that, because shit, I'm the one that screwed up. Um, it still sucks. I'm used to being a free man, but oh well. Anyway, he ordered that I do supervised probation for a little while, but I can get off early if I, complete my classes and stuff early, which I'm already like halfway through them because I've been going for 3.5 months, um, which I think is pretty awesome. The cool thing is he didn't order that I continue going to AA or any of that stuff, so I don't have to have a card signed, which was one thing that I really, really didn't want to do, because I'm not being told to go to meetings. And I like doing it on my own, and being told that I have to go and making it something that I have to do just makes me not want to do it, because I have authority issues. I don't know about you, but I sure as hell I sure as hell have authority issues. And afterwards, I went and met with probation, and probation's like, well, you don't even live in town anymore. You live in a different state now. So as long as you call in every morning and do your drug testing according to your color or whatever, whenever your color is called, I got to go do a drug test, an alcohol test, which is fine. I don't have any problems with that. And I'm not allowed to do specific things that really I don't have any desire to do anyway. And the lady's like, you don't really have a curfew, but we're going to set one anyway, just for shits and giggles, but we're not going to come check on you. Which is funny because I I don't have any issues following their rules, because basically it's everything that I was doing anyway, which I mean it's pretty awesome. And I have a lot to be grateful for as far as that goes. But just the reason that I'm torn is my um, authority issue. I don't like being told what to do, because I'm so used to doing whatever the hell I want to do whenever I want to do it. Even at work, I mean, I pretty much just do whatever I want to do, and my bosses and everybody, I mean, I do a good job. It's just that authority thing that gets to me, because I'm a dumbass. And but the big problem with the whole thing is I wasn't honest about it with people at the beginning, which could have ended up causing me a lot more problems than what it did. And there were some amends that needed to be made, especially now that I was gonna make the amends prior to my going to court today. I just procrastinated and put it off, but I mean, shit, the gavel has fallen, and everything is, it's set. I mean, this is what's going to happen when I complete probation and do everything that I'm supposed to do. The DUI charge will go away, and I can continue living my life the way I want to, and this is the way that I want to live my life. But one of the amends that needed to be made for sure was to my kids' mom, my daughter's mom, because yeah, I'm not very proud of the fact that when I was drinking and driving, there was kids in the car, and It's stupid. And I lied my ass off to avoid a conflict, and I told her, you know, shit, that's definitely not who I am today. That guy was a prick. And that guy was a piece of shit, but this guy today is a guy that really really cares about his recovery, that's really honestly working hard to make a better life for myself. And now that I'm doing all of this stuff, I feel a whole lot better about who I am as a person. It's just, you know, shit, there's a lot of bullshit that I created in my life that I can't fix it, but the amends need to be made. And it's not, you know, recovery is a very, very selfish program, because everything that you do has to revolve around your recovery, except for making the amends. Making amends isn't about you. It's about fixing the shit that you fucked up, and making the apologies where you screwed up. And sometimes it's going to make you feel like shit, but I mean, basically, you owe it. You owe the person that you've done wrong. You owe them that. And in one of my next videos, I'm gonna talk about some of the amends that I've made a little bit more in detail. But that's a different video. I don't know. I am very torn about how the entire thing turned out, and I know I should be relieved, and I am. And don't get me wrong, I'm very relieved that it's over with, that I don't have to worry about that shit no more. That I've got an answer. I've got all this stuff, and it's not a conviction. I don't have to put it on my insurance or any of that shit, which is awesome. It's just that fucking authority thing that I can't get past. God. Another character defect, I guess. I don't like taking orders. But what do? I gotta live with it, I guess. But I don't know. That's my take on the matter. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I am very grateful, and I'm very appreciative of the lesson that I've learned today, and I'm very grateful for the blessing of not being stuck in jail, and not going to jail, and not doing all of that, and not losing my license. And I don't know. I gotta thank my higher power, though, for sure, because he did definitely look out for me today. And the biggest thing for me right now is I definitely want to thank everybody that watches my videos. I definitely want to thank everybody that's on my Facebook and on my recovery social media sites, because you guys are so awesome. You know, you guys listen to my dumbass ramblings and my dumbass videos and put up with my dumbass, and then you guys, I mean, you still send me prayers, and you still tell me congratulations, and you guys are so positive and uplifting that it helps me get through my day. And I definitely appreciate every one of you, and I appreciate, you know, all the support and love that you guys share and offer. And I don't know, get my answer. And let's face it, I fucked up, and I deserved a whole lot more than what I got. And by the grace of God, I was able to, you know, the judge was able to give me a little bit of slack and help me out. So I definitely do appreciate all of that. Anyway, I'm pretty much out of time now, so I'm gonna go for the night. So y'all be safe, stay sober, and I'll take it for another 24.